Welcome to a Fortify experience where in the next 10 minutes or so, I will be sharing with you a pass through a simple process that's personalized for you to quickly help you free yourself from feeling afraid. Because negative feelings can stop you from feeling better about who you are or the circumstances that you're in, and it can keep you from moving forward on a positive path. So, what are the negative consequences of feeling afraid? Well, number one, it's like trying to function with an emergency brake on. Secondly, it's believing that the only result that can occur is a disastrous result. And it's being tied up in knots, having no safe place to run. So now during this process, you're going to be filling out 7 blanks from A through G, so have a piece of paper and pencil handy so you can write down your answers. And if at any time during the video you need extra time to complete the statements, feel free to pause the video. And if at first you have trouble thinking of your own specific examples, feel free to use the examples in this video as your own. It'll still work. So let's begin the process. The first statement is, the thing that bothers me the most about A, feeling afraid, is B. So now write down feeling afraid for A, and then write down why it really bothers you as B. Examples can be, I see myself being defeated, or I don't know how to stop myself from feeling afraid, or maybe I have no ability to take the edge off my fears. So again, your personal answer is B. The thing that bothers me the most about A is B. Next statement is, the reason it bothers me is because it makes me feel C. This is your uncensored, real, underlying feeling. So whatever is your own feeling for this, fill it in for C. Some examples could be feeling doomed, powerless, maybe even panicked. So now here comes step 3. This is the key to the ingenuity and the effectiveness of the Fortify process. Here is where we're going to uncover the specific positive aspect within you that is now unintentionally being ignored, dismissed, dishonored, or forgotten in this situation. Now, this positive aspect is something that you love, value, and respect about yourself, and that you know to be true about yourself, but it's missing when you're feeling C. So the statement is, the fact that I feel C demonstrates that the positive thing I love, value, or respect about myself is D. And D is some aspect of yourself that's not being used or honored in this situation. Examples could be, there are people who love and support me, or I know what I want, or maybe I want to feel solid and unwavering. So the statement again is, the fact that I feel C demonstrates that the positive thing I love, value, or respect about myself is D. Now in step 4, it's time to fortify D in your mind-body system. And this is easy because you simply remember a time in your life when you were activating and using that positive aspect that you discovered in step 3. And these are memories that remind you that you have been able to trigger that positive aspect naturally and automatically in other situations in your past. So the statement is, I know D because E. So now search your memory and find any pattern or circumstance in any area of your life that confirms the fact that you possess that positive attribute B. Now in step 5, it's time for you to think of a specific time when you experienced that positive value in the past. The statement is, a specific time when I really felt the strength and power of E was F. So an example could be, when I lost my job and needed a place to stay. Or maybe when I spent the day at the beach. Or another example could be, when I spoke up when a sales clerk shortchanged me. So once again, the statement is, a specific time when I really felt the strength and power of E was F. Now we go into step 6. Now remember back to that time F and re-experience that whole event and what it felt like. And really feel how good or strong it made you feel. And feel the inner strength from that experience that makes you feel inspired, empowered, or good about yourself. Really immerse yourself in that experience. Make that feeling really strong and then double it. And then triple it until you can feel that feeling vibrating through your entire body. And now identify in a word or two, what is the underlying real strength? The statement is, the underlying real strength that made F so powerful for me was G. Examples could be feeling supported, or maybe inner peace. Could even be self-respect. Whatever your real strength was, put that down as your G. And now step 7 is the copy process. This is where you're going to copy or embed that real strength G from another time in your life into that bother that you started out with. Now focus on that powerful real strength feeling G in your body and hold on to it. And make it really strong. And then double it. And then triple it. And then make it so strong that you can feel it vibrate through your entire body. And then imagine taking some of that powerful energy G and putting it into a ball in one of your hands while still holding on to that real strength G in your body. And feel that energy pulsating in your hand. And so as you hold a ball of that powerful positive energy G in one hand, remember what that old feeling C felt like. Put a ball of that energy C into the other hand. And now we're going to do a powerful neuro-linguistic programming technique that is really powerful. We're going to use the ball of that positive energy G that's in your one hand as a solvent that will completely dissolve that negative energy C. So as you bring your hands together and feel the two balls of energy, start noticing how the positive energy can literally dissolve that negative energy. And keep mixing that solvent of positive energy in with the negative energy until all of the energy C is completely dissolved and all you can feel is the positive energy of G. So now let's see how you did. Start a new list and write down your original A. And using the same A as you used before, feeling afraid, complete the following statement. The thing that bothers me the most about A, feeling afraid, is B. Now write down your new B. Now you may be surprised that your new B is different from your original B. And this is fantastic because when this happens, it proves that your previously hidden inner strength has both been activated and installed into that negative issue that you started out with. Otherwise, your B would have been the same as it was before. So this is the uniqueness of the Fortify process. It proves that your state of mind has progressed because it validates that you have transformed and shifted yourself into a different and perhaps more powerful state of mind or a more peaceful state of being. These are benefits that you can't get from any other technique. So at this point, if you have not answered nothing for B, then it means that you can come back and do more passes through the Fortify process so you can find and stack additional positive inner strengths into that negative situation. And each time you come back, use the newer B until you can finally answer nothing for B or until you're satisfied with the progress that you've already made. Depending on the complexity of the issue, I've repeated the process many times before I could finally answer nothing for B, but that's when I'm able to really feel relieved because I don't feel the same grip or sting of the original negative situation. And not only that, but I can see myself feeling more in control, more self-confident, and recognizing options that I didn't realize that I had before. And when you just don't feel the same anymore, imagine how different you can feel and think how different things can be when similar situations come up in the future. Can you imagine how good you can feel having overcome situations in which you felt afraid in the past? You might wind up being much more surprised than you can even imagine. And not only that, but by activating and embedding those previously hidden positive inner strengths, you have also boosted your self-esteem, your self-image for that situation. And these are things that cannot be taken away from you now that your real strengths have been brought into your conscious awareness. And don't be surprised if you find yourself exhibiting those real strengths in other areas of your life too, because now that you're consciously aware that you have those real strengths, that means that you'll now be able to use them to your advantage. And for me, it's always fun and eye-opening to do the Fortify process because it makes me feel good to find and activate inner strengths that I forgot that I had. I hope you have surprising and rewarding insights about yourself like I have had. And remember, the more that you use Fortify to tap into empowering feelings, the faster you will feel better about yourself and your circumstances, and the faster you will enjoy a more positive self-image and a higher self-esteem. So thank you for joining us, and we suggest that you take a look at the other issues we cover in our YouTube videos to see what might apply to your other life situations. And please tell your friends and family about these videos because you never know who they can help. They're all free with no strings attached. We would love to hear about your Fortify experiences, so send your comments to thefortifyexperience@gmail.com, and also check out our Facebook page and the Fortify Kindle book on Amazon.com by clicking on the links in the description below. And please subscribe to our channel so that we can keep you informed of new information and new videos. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time.